What's up, everybody? The title of this message I really want to preach today is "It's Not Over Yet." It's kind of a short version of what I actually wrote a sermon about this. It's kind of I'm gonna do a little split up, and it's about the book of Job. And I'll read just who Job was, and because in the NIV Bible it actually has introductions on like what you're about to read. So here you go. The book of Job is named for its main character, a righteous man who was very rich. Even after losing everything he owned and suffering from a terrible sickness, Job still confessed his love for God. The book questions the reasons for suffering, especially why good people, for those who love God, suffer. Job's friends insist he was suffering as a punishment for his sin. Job defends himself by insisting that he has done nothing seriously wrong, and he then expresses his trust in God. Finally, God speaks and shows his mighty power. Job then admits that God is too great and wonderful for us to understand, because Job remains faithful to God through his ordeal. God blesses him and rebuilds his family and restores his wealth. So Job was a very wealthy man at the beginning, and then he got it taken away from him. He says around in the beginning, he says, where'd you say that? Chapter 1, verse 21. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. So, and then you learn in here, like, maybe God is disciplining you, and, like, basically, when you get in trouble, or, like, you don't, you know how you get your phone taken away or something like that. Maybe, like, that's what God was doing to him, because maybe he wasn't thanking him for the blessings he had. Maybe he was just taking it for granted and being selfish. That's what we have in life. Maybe this is why the whole entire coronavirus right now is doing this. Because think about it. The world is getting worse every day because it's the world. It's supposed to. The Bible even explains it through Revelation, Matthew, through Revelation. It explains that it's going to get worse. And think about it, and disciplining you, and just he could be doing this because he's basically giving us this time in quarantine or whatever you want to call it, and we have enough time to focus on him. A lot of people's been starting to read their Bibles and everything, like I saw online and all that, and it's just amazing because you have enough time to study and get your life just together, or like over this time, because you have enough time to read this. This is right open. Just pick it up. If you have one right now and you haven't read it this whole entire break, you got enough time. You can at least read a chapter. Just see how God feels and how he wants, and you'll just feel some joy, because we just need some joy right now. And today's been a good day. It's nice outside. I don't know if it's too warm or not, but it's nice outside, and it's amazing. But Job chapter 5 verse 8, his friend Eliphaz says he performs wonders that cannot be fathomed, miracles that cannot be counted. That word fathomed means like understanding a difficult problem. He performs wonders, like God performs wonders that we can't understand. He does things that we can't understand, but we gotta put our trust in him. And miracles that cannot be counted. So Eliphaz was just trying to build Job up, because Job was getting depressed because he didn't have anything. Like, he felt like his whole life was over. He even cursed the day he was born. He was starting to be depressed and everything. The enemy was really getting to him and ruining his confidence. And then I like the verse before that, verse 8. He says, but if I were you, I would appeal to God. I would lay my cause before him. He was telling him, I would give it all to God. The stress and all this, I would give it to God. And that's what we need to do. We need to give our stress and our pain to God, because that's what's going to get us through this, through your problems. So in a time of this manner, the time of all this going on, really think to yourself, should I just waste this opportunity just to get on my phone and do all this, or should I spend it trying to get closer to God? And not everybody has to do it. It's a freedom of choice. God gave us a freedom of choice to even pick him or not. So yeah. That was just a little short, and I'm sorry guys, I'm not even going to redo the video. Usually I would redo the video because of that, but I'm not redoing this video. I feel like I got pretty good what I needed to say, but hope y'all are having a good day. Yeah, so have a good rest of your break, spring break.